Well, Brad Fittler's New South Wales team for Game 3 raised a few eyebrows. You can't doubt one of the new Blues has plenty of Origin attitude. Bradman Best has always despised Queensland and is ready to embrace that hate when he debuts next week.
A new-look Blues side with a throwback to the past. Bradman Best is taking on the role of the new-age Paul Gallen. He absolutely despised Queensland growing up, and his feelings haven't changed one bit.
Yeah, hate him. Just hate him, you know. You go to school and you want to have a punch on with the boys that are going for Queensland. So, I hate Queensland, still do.
When Best got the call from Brad Fittler on Sunday morning, he couldn't believe what he was hearing. He says he had no idea he was even in the picture.
A complete shock. Wasn't expecting it. So, yeah, when I got the phone call, I was buzzing.
Cody Walker is a familiar face, back in blue for the first time since 2020. The Rabbitoh revealing he was actually set to play in Game 2 if a quad injury hadn't ruled him out.
I spoke to him before Game 2 announcement and he said that he was going to go with Luai and that just to get my leg right for Game 3. There's another game we need to win. So I was quite glad he sort of took that decision out of my hands, because knowing footballers and knowing me, I probably would have pushed on to try and get myself right for Game 2, and it probably would have been the worst thing for me.
Over the past 2 years, there were times Walker thought his Origin career was over, but now he has unfinished business as a Blue.
Probably haven't played the greatest or my greatest footy in the sky blue jersey, so it's a chance for me to right those wrongs.
Danica Mason, 9 News.
Canterbury General Manager Phil Gould has warned fans it could take years for the club to become competitive. In the wake of their 66-point hiding from Newcastle, Gus says the rebuild will be tough, but maintains the club hasn't gone backwards this year.
The top dog taking pressure off his players. Instead, he fronted up to take questions today.
How would you explain that performance on the weekend?
Yeah, it's sort of been coming for a while, I think. It was sort of a breaking point for our club. It's been a tough year, injury-wise and availability-wise. But we just need to move on from that and learn a lesson from it.
How long, realistically, do you think it is before the club's in a position that you want it to be in?
I can't answer that. No one can answer that. It's a difficult question. I just know that we can't cut short or cut corners on the process. Someone has to come in and make the tough decisions and realise, look, this is going to be tough for a while. I think they ran 13th, 15th and 16th before I got here. And it's going to be painful for another couple of years yet.
One thing he is sure of, Coach Cameron Ciraldo is not going anywhere.
He was ready for an NRL job. I said that we probably weren't ready for him and that maybe next year we'd be in better shape. But he wanted to get into the fight. He said, no, if I'm going to come, I want to be a part of the rebuild as well. He's handling it really well. He's such a controlled and mature young man, and he's doing a great job.
The Tigers are also in crisis. Calls growing louder for Benji Marshall to take over from Tim Sheens at the start of next year.
Certainly that's not in our plans, so he takes over at the end of next year. Benji and I work very closely together, as simple as that, so the rest is garbage.
Emma Lawrence, 9 News.